to Beyond the Match. Here we'll be discussing all the transfer stories making it round in the world of football. I'll be telling you about Kerkez, Modric, Kepa, Gittens, Gyökeres, Darwin Núñez. A lot of updates in this video. Do well to watch to the end. If you've not subscribed to this channel, kindly, subscribe. First of all, let's start with Kerkez. Kerkez completed his medical as a Liverpool player yesterday. The first part of the medical is done. Liverpool have agreed 40 million, pounds to sign Kerkez. Liverpool agreed 5-year deal with Bournemouth. The medical is already done. Everybody is waiting for the formalities, being presented to the crowd. And Liverpool will do that any moment from now. Secondly, Liverpool are now discussing with Napoli when it comes to Darwin Núñez. What is the background of this story? Darwin Núñez is a player that have not found a regular playing time at Liverpool Football Club. Darwin Núñez have been struggling to nail down his position. Darwin Núñez, towards the end of the season, from last season, accepted that he's going to leave Liverpool. Liverpool are open to letting Darwin Núñez leave. Darwin Núñez and his agent started exploring offers that come from different angles. But then, all of a sudden, Napoli came into the deal. Napoli have been busy in the transfer window. Napoli signed, Kevin De Bruyne. Napoli are looking for good players all over the pitch. But the situation right now is that Liverpool only will sell Darwin Núñez when they receive an important offer and important money. The situation is that Napoli are not yet open to, spending heavily on Darwin Núñez, but they are interested. And right now, Darwin Núñez is now saying that if he is to leave Liverpool, his preferred option should be Napoli. And Napoli started yesterday to discuss with Liverpool the economics, what it takes to buy, Darwin Núñez, how much they are meant to buy Darwin Núñez, how are they going to pay for Darwin Núñez, what is there for them to do. They are talking about the economics. They are also talking to the agent of Darwin Núñez. They are also talking to Liverpool. They are trying to find out if there is a possibility for them to make a deal. Liverpool are interested in signing a striker, but first of all, after completing the signing of Vets, signing of Frimpong and probably Kerkez, they are now looking to sell some players to inject money before going back into the transfer window to buy more players. And one of those players is Nunes. Nunes is aware that there's a lot of interest in him from different clubs, but it looks as if he's tilting towards playing for Napoli. So we'll be following this one closely to see what happens in the transfer window. Then moving straight to Barcelona Football Club. Nico Williams is a player that have been attracting interest from different clubs. Arsenal, Bayern, Chelsea. A lot of clubs are interested in signing Nico Williams. But the latest information is that Nico Williams have informed Atletico Bilbao that he wants to leave and join, Barcelona Football Club. This is an important aspect that Nico Williams have not been able to do for any other club that is coming to buy him. Remember before now, a lot of clubs were pushing, but last week, Nico Williams have agreed 6-year deal with Barcelona, reducing his wage to 7 to 8 million per annum. Remember, Atletico Bilbao on the other side, we are pushing to give him 12 million, but he decided to reduce his wage to go to Barcelona. His brother also tried to persuade him to remain, but his own intention is to play with Lamine Yamal, to play with Pedri, to play with top players at Barcelona Football Club. What is the situation right now? Atletico Bilbao are saying that they can only sell Nico Williams since he informed them that he wants to leave if Barcelona will be able to trigger the release clause. 58 million euros plus taxes is going to be around 61 million. The reality is that Barcelona are looking at the legal aspects, how they can be able to explore opportunity to take Nico Williams without being able to pay that because of their financial challenges. Atletico Bilbao are saying Atletico Bilbao are saying they're not open for installmental payment. They're not open for them to pay in batches. They want you to pay everything upfront and take the player. Barcelona are looking at it, trying to free up funds, trying to see whether they can be able to complete this deal. But then this is an important one for us to know that Nico Williams says he prefers to join, Barcelona Football Club. On the background, Bayern are waiting. Bayern also came into the deal. Bayern tried to meet the agent of Nico Williams, but they were informed that Nico Williams prefers Barcelona. But they are still on the background. They are waiting. They are watching. If Barcelona could not be able to raise the financials or what it takes to sign Nico Williams, Bayern are ready to come into the deal and to sign the players. Staying on Barcelona Football Club, Barcelona have completed the signing of Rooney Bagi. This is an important signing. This is a player that has a sensational future. This is a top player that is running out of contract at Copenhagen. He has a contract that will be running out by December. That is why he was sold for that amount. He's a quality player. Before then, Porto have almost agreed deal to sign him. But Barcelona was made aware of the deal. They came into it last minute with speed, with aggression. They completed the signing for £2 million. They also Copenhagen inserted 10 to 15%, sell-on clause. Barcelona have already agreed long-term deal with, Bagi. And all paperwork are done. This player is now expected to join Barcelona at the beginning of July. And expect this one, this is already a done deal. Chelsea are expected to complete the signing of Gittens. Gittens have informed, Dortmund that he wants to go to Chelsea. Chelsea or nothing. Chelsea project. He wants to return to England. He wants to reunite with Kopama, Delap, Lavia, players that played for Manchester City. He is sold out to the Chelsea, project. Before now, Chelsea made an offer, 35 million rejected, 50 million rejected, and then Bayern came into it. Bayern were willing to pay, 55 million pounds for Gittens. But the rumors is that even with all these informations, that Gittens preferred to play for Chelsea. Chelsea started meeting again with Dortmund in USA. Remember, Dortmund are playing in the Club World Cup. Chelsea are there. They continued exchanging ideas. But Chelsea are now trying to get the deal over the line before leaving the Club World Cup. So we're expecting this deal to be completed any moment from now. Staying on Chelsea, Kepa Arrizabalaga is expected to complete his deal to join Arsenal this week. Chelsea have accepted the 5 million bid from Arsenal. So Kepa is meant to sign for Arsenal. Deal will be completed. He will be able to compete with Raya at Arsenal, and expect Kepa to join Arsenal any moment from now. Luka Modric have now completed his move from Real Madrid to AC Milan as a free agent. Luka Modric will be moving to AC Milan straight after the Club World Cup. AC Milan new coach is saying that they want to sign more players, they want to get new leaders, they want to compete, they want to win. Luka Modric asked about their willingness to buy players to win, and they presented a good project to him. And they are saying that Luka Modric is going to be one of their leaders, going into their next phase of the project. And Luka Modric, immediately after the World Cup, will be moving to Italy. Italy is now having some good players like Kevin De Bruyne, like Luka Modric, and it's going to be an interesting one this season. Nottingham Forest have rejected the bid from Newcastle for Anthony Elanga. Nottingham Forest wants around 60 million pounds for Anthony Elanga. And Newcastle offered 45 million. It was outrightly rejected. Newcastle, remember, they qualified for Champions League. They want to improve their squad. They feel like they have need to, show up the numbers because they were lacking numbers last season. So now they are working with Eddie Howe to getting established Premier League players to be in the squad. But 45 million pounds rejected outrightly. They are saying, if you want Elanga, 60 million or nothing. On Viktor Gyökeres have informed the president of Sporting CP he wants to leave. He doesn't have any intention of playing for Sporting CP next season. He wants to join other clubs. He wants to move out. But he is still giving priority to Arsenal project. He didn't reject Manchester United, but he informed them that right now his focus is to play for Arsenal. He's 27 years. He wants to play in the Champions League. He wants to compete with a club that he feels that he will have a better chance of winning something. So right now he's on the background. He's waiting for Arsenal. Arsenal on the other side are focused on Šeško. Arsenal are trying to get agreement with Šeško. Arsenal are pushing, Mikel Arteta are pushing Andre Beta for them to go for Šeško. Leipzig are trying to get the much they can get from Arsenal if the deal for Šeško will go through. But on the other side, Gyökeres is saying he's not going to play for Sporting CP. He's waiting for Arsenal. Probably if Arsenal complete the signing of Šeško, Gyökeres can be able to say, okay, right now I'm open to other clubs. But as he stands, his focus and his priority is on Arsenal Football Club. So these are all the updates making the rounds of football. A lot of things happen in transfer window, and I'll be bringing you updates as they happen. Thank you very much for following Beyond the Match, and thank you for watching. If you've not subscribed, if you're not following us, across all social media, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and the Instagram, please do well to follow us. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.